and welcome to the first video of the Movement Mastery program. Now, this is probably the single most important video of the entire program. You'll see in the control bar below, you actually can't adjust the time or skip through sections of this video. And this is the only video in the entire program where I won't give you that control. And that's because this truly is the single most important video of the entire program, and it's going to tell you exactly what not to do so that you don't fail. And at the end of this video, I'm actually going to give you a hashtag. And that hashtag is going to tell me everything about you as a student and as someone who has purchased this program, should anything go wrong in the future, okay? So at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a hashtag, and if you ever get caught up doing the wrong thing in this program, I will know if you haven't watched this video because of this hashtag, okay? If you're doing the wrong thing and I know you haven't watched this video to the end, I'm simply going to respond with the hashtag. If you do this thing that I know that people fall into the trap of doing, I will use this hashtag and just send you a link back to this video. I'm not going to give you helpful advice. I'm not going to hold your hand through the process. I will simply respond with this hashtag because I know you haven't watched this video and give you a link back to it. I'm not a dick. I'm not just going to give you the hashtag and no context. I'll give you the video link back to this video to make sure that you watch it, okay? So let me start by saying that the number one reason that people fail when they do this program is they do dumb shit. Okay, I'm not going to swear too much throughout this program, not much of a swearer, but let me say it again just to really put the point on, okay? The number one reason people fail when doing this program is by doing dumb shit. And there are a couple of things in particular that I see people doing that fall under this dumb shit category. So I'm going to outline them in this video and make sure that you don't fall into these traps because I know that you're better than that. I know you're capable of success. And if you fall into these really dumb traps by doing dumb shit and it prevents you from being successful, that is really not what we're about. We want you to be successful. We want you to get your life freedom, and we want to show you the way to do that, okay? So I'm going to start off here by telling you a story, and it sounds like a bit of an obscure one, but I promise you it has a very, very strong and important point to it, okay? And this video is called the Venus flytrap. So why am I talking to you about the Venus flytrap? It's a funny plant, it eats flies. You might have had one as a kid, I don't know. I know I did, I had one on the windowsill, and always the fly would snap up the flies, right? And what it was day after day after day, I would have this fucking plant on the windowsill, and you'd occasionally walk past and it was closed. It normally sits open and it's got this scent on the inside of it. It's got this sap on the inside of it that attracts flies, okay? And flies always look at it and go, oh, that looks delicious, and then, right? And it kind of occurs to you pretty quickly of, okay, well, why is it that the flies keep going in? They just saw their buddy get eaten up by this plant, and then they just thought, wow, that smells good. Let me go in and join him. It doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make any sense as to why it's going in there. But it's actually a very simple reason. It's because it appeals to them, okay? And it's because it's the easy thing for them to do. They smell something that tastes good, they go in, and they have no consideration for the repercussions. They do what's easy. They do what's comfortable. They do what seems like a fun idea at the time with no concept of repercussions or what the risks may be. And this is what people do. This is human nature. People do it on a daily basis. It's like someone who's fat or overweight or whatever, and they know they want to lose weight, but they still eat cake and shit. Well, you could easily make the point of, okay, you want to lose weight, don't eat the cake, right? It's basic intuition, but that's not the easy thing. That's not the comfortable thing. They feel like cake, there's cake, they'll eat the cake. Oh, you want to get a six-pack? You know you need to go to the gym, you know you need to eat spinach and broccoli and chicken all day. But that's not comfortable, that's not fun, that's not enjoyable, that's not pleasurable. That's not the easy thing to do. The easy thing to do is to pick up Macca's on my way home tonight instead of going to the gym and eating it in front of the TV watching Netflix. That's the easy, comfortable, convenient thing to do. Maybe you're not happy about where you're at in your life, but also instead of focusing hard at school, you were busy partying. Instead of going to uni, you thought, oh, I'll go get this job because that way I can afford to go on a holiday at the end of the year and I'll save up. And it threw you onto a different life path because that was the easy and comfortable thing to stay in the job instead of giving up the income. It was the easy and fun thing to go out drinking on the weekends instead of studying for that exam. It's the easy and comfortable thing to do to stay in a 9-to-5 job that's comfortable and cushy and pays the bills than it is to go off and do your own thing. So congratulations, by the way, on taking the first step towards this, right? You did an uncomfortable thing in pulling out your bank card and paying for this program and dedicating yourself to taking the first step. But the first step is just that. It's the first step. It's the springboard. It takes you to the next step, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. But you need to take the second, third, and fourth steps. No one's going to be able to help you do that more than yourself and your own willingness. Don't do the comfortable things. Don't fall into the traps that you know you're going to fall into. You need to have self-control, you need to have dedication, and you need to do the work in order to be successful in this program. So the first thing for you to do to ensure your success in this program is join the Facebook group and join the Q&As. We have 2 weekly Q&As and we have a Facebook group where I'm in it, Lockie's in it, and our entire team is in it, as well as a squadron of other people on the same mission and the same journey as you're on. There's no reason to go it alone. If you're not in the Q&As and you're not on the Facebook group, then you're not actually getting our one-on-one advice. As much as we have put hours and hours and hours, literally months into this program, that alone isn't going to ensure your success, because you have your own goals, your own pitfalls, your own roadblocks, your own unique viewpoint on things. And because there's no 2 people in this program doing the exact same thing, the exact same way, with the exact same experience, the program cannot cover everything. That's why you need my one-on-one advice. Not that I'm so great, but I've done it. I've been through this. I grew my own agency from $0 to $10 million in 12 months, and we have helped countless others in achieving their goals. So use the Q&A. Take advantage of that Q&A. You've got me. You've got us and our team. We've been through this and we know what we're doing. So attend the Q&As and ask your questions. Jump in the Facebook group, introduce yourself to the group, become friends with the other community members, and get everybody's advice and feedback. Help each other. By being in the Q&As and the Facebook group, I can ensure your success and stop you from falling into the roadblocks and pitfalls that I've fallen into in the past. I've already been through it. I've already learned the expensive mistakes. Don't do it yourself. You don't need to learn the expensive and hard mistakes, because I already have for you. That's why you're in this program. So after you've finished with this video, I want you to go to the Facebook community, introduce yourself, add yourself into the group, and then I'm going to give you the hashtag at the end of this video. And what I want you to do is, in that Facebook group, introduce yourself and put in the hashtag I give you at the end of this video. Okay? I want you to go in, introduce yourself, use that hashtag that I'm going to give you at the end of this video, because that way I know you've watched this and I know that you're on the right path and you're going to be successful. The second biggest mistake that I see people make in this program, and there are only 2, the second biggest mistake I see people make in this program time and time again, is they leapfrog and jump around between the content, okay? Now, I've done my best to mitigate this by only allowing 1 week of content to be released at a time to you, because that way it limits the amount of yo-yoing you can do between the content. Because I can absolutely promise you and assure you, there is no 10 or 15 minutes worth of content in this entire program that's going to singularly change your life or achieve what you want to achieve. No 10 minutes in this entire content, in this entire program, is what you're looking for that's going to get you from where you are to where you want to be. The program is not full of fluff. I'm not someone who's going to drag out 30 minutes worth of content into a 4-hour video and waste your time, or my time, right? I'd be wasting my time doing that as well. All of this content is here for a reason. It's here because I know that it's what you need to be successful. I know because it's what I needed to be successful, and from the feedback from students in the past, what they've needed to be successful. We've actually stripped out a lot of content that people said they didn't care about or they thought was a waste of time. All of the content in this program is here with a purpose. It's here for your benefit and not to waste your time or mine. So if you're leapfrogging between the content, trying to pluck out the stuff that you want, you're going to miss what is probably going to be the thing that makes you successful. No 10 or 15 minute section of this program will singularly make you successful. So go through it video by video. I've only given you 1 week at a time, so it's not like you can go through and try and blaze through 5 weeks of content in an afternoon, okay? So go through it, take the steps, actually commit yourself to taking action and being the person that you want to be and having the life that you want to have. There isn't one simple thing that makes me successful or makes our business successful. It is all built up of a culmination of 1%ers. And what I mean by that is, it's not just the formula for creating your offer. It's not just how you run an ad. It's not just a headline. It's not just an offer. It's not just a sales script. It's a compilation of all these things that make a 1, 2, 3% difference on top of each other, on top of each other, on top of each other, that compile into making you successful. It's not just a sales script that you need. I promise you, it is not just a sales script that you need. It's not just a headline. It's not just an offer. It's not just hiring contractors at tips. It's not one single part of this program. It is the entire thing combined, all of the 1% tips along the way that will separate you from being a failure to being successful and having the life that you want to have and you can have. And my last piece of advice for you is come into this program as if you know nothing, okay? I don't care what experience you have. I don't care how good you are. You might have a lot of money, you might have no money. Don't come into this program with an ego. It's something I've been guilty of in the past. I promise you, I've absolutely had an ego in the past, and it's been one of the biggest things that held me back from the success I could have had along the way. Yes, I've done well, and I'm happy with where I'm at right now, but I know it could have been a lot better. I know I could have got there a lot sooner had I not had an ego. If I checked my ego at the door, come into this thing with a blank slate, act as if you know nothing, don't skip past a section, because it is something where the wrong headline, the wrong offer, the wrong ad script, the wrong sales script, the wrong anything can be the thing that separates you from success and failure. Now, I don't want this to be an overall negative video, okay? That's not what this is for. But I really want to make sure you've got your expectations set correctly. I want to make sure that you're coming into this prepared, and I want to make sure that you're ready to take action and take control. Because if you start yo-yoing around, if you fall into the Venus flytrap, if you see your buddy get gobbled up by the Venus flytrap, don't follow him in, okay? Know better, control yourself, because there are going to be instances where there is an easy and comfortable route, and doing the uncomfortable and inconvenient thing is really what you need in order to take that step towards absolute convenience, right? Absolute freedom. That's what this is about. This is about getting your life back, getting your freedom back, and actually being able to take the first step towards that. So go ahead, add yourself into the community, introduce yourself, and use the hashtag Venus Flytrap. Okay? Introduce yourself, use the hashtag Venus Flytrap. That way I know you've watched this first video to the end and you're committing yourself to your future success. That way I know that you're taking the first step and you are committed to seeing this program through end to end to ensure your success. Can't wait to see you in the community. I'll say hi, Lockie will say hi, the team will be ready to rally around you, and I can't wait to speak with you very soon.